With that being said, let me say this to white folks who think Karen, cave dwelling organism, is the equivalent of the N-word. Let me say this. The reason the N-word carries a power and a stench and an emotional and psychological trauma and energy with it is because that word was the word. It was not a word. That word was the word. It was not a word. The N-word was the word for 500 years used to describe, call upon, and refer to African people. And let me tell you what the word means. It means you are less than me. It means you are not a human being. It means you are an animal. It means you deserve the worst of what is left over. It means you are not equal. It means you are not deserving. It means I have a right to mistreat you any way that I want. I have a right to rape you. I have a right to sell you. I have a right to own you. I have a right to abuse you. I have a right to take your children. I have a right to take your land. I have a right to destroy your family. The N-word is a word that simply means that the African man, woman, and child are not human beings and are not worthy of any form of respect or decent treatment. And moreover, Europeans, the N-word was a word codified in your laws. It was a word codified in your laws when you read the laws of the 13 colonies. When you read the contracts of the slave ships and the enslavers, the N-word was written in as an official term to refer to African property. When you call me a N-word, you are calling me a piece of property. When you call me the N-word, you are calling me something less than an animal. When you call me the N-word, you are decertifying my humanity. The N-word is the word that grew out of the greatest forced migration in human history. The N-word is a word that grew out of the worst dehumanization campaign in human history. The N-word is a word that grew out of the rape and the bastardization and the theft and the destruction of African kingdoms and empires and families for 500 years. Has the word Karen ever been codified by law? Has the word honky ever been codified by law? None of the words black people use to refer to white folks have ever had the force of law behind it. The N-word had the force of law behind it. And furthermore, white folks, and furthermore, white folks, because this is Black August. I do believe we are in Black August.